security, come get this girl, come get this woman. What's good, what is good, my siders? We're back again with another video that is right, you guys, except this one's a little bit different. This one is a story time, so go ahead and buckle your seatbelts, grab your popcorn, you do what you gotta do, because this one is crazy. I honestly still can't even believe I'm sitting in my room telling you this story. Okay, so I'll wait. Back to story time. So I met this girl in middle school. Let's call her Mary. Mary and I became best friends in middle school. We went to the same high school, but you know, it's high school. She was an athlete, I was a nerd. We drifted. But Mary's mom, let's call her Linda. Linda and my mom became best friends. Okay, they talked all the time, every day, la da da. So me and my mom are running errands. It's a casual day for us. And Mary texts my mom. And my mom's like texting her back, obviously. And when she's all done, I'm like, hey, what's up? Is that Mary? Like, what's going on? And my mom is like, yeah, Mary said that Linda, her mom, had a stroke and is in the hospital. And I was like, oh my goodness, we have to go right now. Well, I live across town from the hospital, and it was super late, and it was already past visitor hours. So by the time we got there anyway, we wouldn't be able to see her. So next day drifts by, and we go to the hospital, and we are approaching the door, and there's like these two ladies. So like, here's the door. And there's these two ladies with a desk and like a computer, and they're like at the entrance, and then the ER check-in's right here in the middle, okay? So we walk up, and we walk in, my mom goes in first, and this lady goes, because of COVID-19, it's one visitor per patient. And so I look at my mom and go, oh, go ahead, like, you go ahead, I'll wait my turn, no biggie. And this lady looks at me and just assumes I'm not 18 and goes, sorry, no one under 18 is allowed to go to see the patients. I don't say anything. So I have to go wait outside because she's like, nobody in the waiting room. So there's me outside with, you know, a bunch of other adults. So I wait and I wait, and my mom goes in, no problem, whatever, la da da. So I'm sitting there on the floor outside the, you know, hospital waiting for my mom. And I see these like parents carrying their child, and their child looks around like 8 or 9, you know, big enough to walk. And they walk in and they go past the ER entrance, so, or check-in. So I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Like that's weird because there's no children allowed in the hospital. And so I wait, and then all of a sudden I see a family of 5 adults walk out. And I only know that they were a family because they got in the same car. I literally watched them get in the same car. So I'm like, okay, that's fishy. And then I just see like more children who are old enough to walk going with their parents because their parents are holding them. So I'm like, okay, after like an hour of sitting outside, I was like, okay, I'm tired. Like, I'm trying to go see this lady. I'm over it, because Linda, Mary's mom, is like my second mom. So I'm like freaking out, waiting outside, you know, da-da-da. So I go in, and I go to the desk, and I'm like, excuse me, why are all these children being able to like go into the hospital, no problem? And they were like, oh, they're going to the ER check-in. And I said, I'm sorry, but they're not, because I watched them go past the ER check-in. And she was like, oh, and the other one's like sitting there not doing anything, because remember, there's 2 of them there. So I'm like, okay, well, why did you lie to me and tell me there's only 1 visitor per patient? And she's like, what do you mean? And I was like, I just saw a family of 5 adults like walk outside. And she was like, oh, well, they're from the ER. I said, no, they're not. I asked them. And she's like, oh, so I'm livid at this point. I'm texting my mom in all caps. I'm like, I'm over it. Like, they're not letting me through. I'm mad. I'm heated. And so I go back outside because obviously talking to them was a waste of my time. Oh, and by the way, they told me that it was like a COVID-19 risk or whatever. So when I was talking to them at the table, I was like, so even if it is like, you know, COVID procedures and you're trying to like not make people at risk, like we are all already at the hospital and you're taking their temperature. So like, even if they do have it, like we all probably have it, because everybody is at the hospital, whether you're waiting outside, whether you're in the ER waiting room, whether you're with the patient, whether you're the visitor, like, you know, like it's a hospital. So I go back outside and text my mom. And I'm like, this is baloney. They're not letting me through. Like, I'm kind of over it. So I'm sitting there, and I'm sitting right in front of the entrance. And this man walks out, and he looks at me. We make direct eye contact. He looks at me, tears off his visitor's badge, and throws it away. So I'm like, oh my goodness, God is on my side. This is my time to shine. Linda, I'm coming. Okay, so then I'm thinking, and I'm like waiting outside with all the other like visitors trying to go see their patients or whatever. And like they're all rooting for me because they think my mom is in the hospital, because like that's what I said like, my mom is in the hospital, why aren't you guys letting me see her? And they were like, oh, it's COVID risk. So I have all these people rooting for me, but then again I'm thinking like, I just went and yelled at them at the desk, so they already know what I look like. And like my jeans had a really big stain because we filmed like a mukbang right before we went, and I like spilled something or something, I don't know, but there was a really big stain on my pants. So like either way they would see it and they'd be like, oh, that's the same girl, security, come get your girl. So I'm like freaking out. I'm like, okay, I have the pass, because I went in the trash can and I literally said doop, and I stuck my finger in there, so I wouldn't touch any of the trash because like that was disgusting. And I had the pass and I pulled out the pass, right, because it's like a sticky adhesive name badge thing. So I stick it out and all it said was visitor and the date. So I have this pass and I'm thinking, how do I get in? So while I'm waiting outside, I had my mom's wallet, my wallet, and the car keys. So I go to the car, and what did your girl have in the car? Any guesses? Put them down in the comments. I came prepared because I had a jacket in the car. Now mind you, where I live is like over 100 degrees right now, or it sure as hell felt like it. And I'm sitting in my car and I'm like, anything else than this jacket, because it's really hot and I'm gonna try it on. Unfortunately, I only found the jacket, so I'm thinking, okay, no biggie, I'll just put the jacket on, cover my shirt. And I zipped it all the way up, so it was like this. And like you couldn't see like my shirt or anything. It was literally like choking me out. So I zip it up and I put my hair up in a clip like it is right now. Literally exactly. And I flip my hood on. So just, I don't know why, I just did that just because like when I put jackets and hoodies on, I always have the hood on anyway, so it's like a force of habit. Anyway, that's beside the point. So then I put the badge on. Oh, and thank goodness that like this jacket was like big enough to cover the stain on my pants, because your girl would have been caught and they would have been like, security, come get this girl, come get this woman. Anywho, so this jacket covers the stain. I got the little badge right here, my hair's up. I'm undescribable. Oh, and I have the little mask on because like that was the drill. So like I had like the little like hospital mask on. So all you could see was my eyes, my eyebrows. I was like, your girl is covered, like we could get in. So I was like, I don't want them to stop me, so what should I do? So like I said before, we were filming a mukbang before we came. So we had McDonald's cups in the little cup holders. So I picked those up because if you're like bringing in food or something, they don't really stop you. So I picked those up and I'm walking, right? And I'm like, this is an A1 plan, like your girl's unstoppable, okay? Like international spy company, hit me up because your girl did it. So then I'm thinking, I literally stop in my tracks and I go, wait a minute, what if they stop me? What if this, what if that? And all these like what if scenarios of how I would get caught were like jogging through my head, okay? And I was like hyperventilating, and the cups in my hand, I don't have a cup, so I'm gonna use this trash can, and the cups in my hand were like like they were shaking like crazy, and you could hear the ice, well the ice already melted, so you can hear the liquid go okay? And I'm like freaking out, and all of a sudden God blessed me again. Praise the Lord, hallelujah. This man comes out of nowhere and he doesn't have a name badge on, he didn't have food, he didn't have nothing, and he's walking in the hospital. I'm like, oh my goodness, he's probably here to go see a patient, like they're gonna stop him, he has to get a badge, they're gonna take his temperature. Like, they're gonna stop him. They're gonna be preoccupied. Your girl's good. So I let this man go first, and then, you know, he walks in. He's like, he walks in. They stop him. Boom. And I'm like, and I tried to wait for like shift change, but like they did not leave because shift change at the hospital was like 5 o'clock, and I went at like 5:10, 5:15, and they were still there. So I thought that was weird, but I was like, okay, whatever. I got the pass. I was like, I'm undisguisable at this point. Like, your girl's good. So I walk in. And I walk into the right of this man, and I look to the left, because that's where they were. So very dramatically I go, and I got the cups in my hand, and I just glance real quick, and there was the same two nurses at the desk with the computer in the corner. There were like 3 security guards by the door, 2 nurses and a doctor, and all I could think was, you guys are not social distancing, like, oh my goodness, you're gonna preach to me social distancing, this, that, and the other, and you guys are all sitting there. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, why there's so many people in this entrance, like someone's gonna catch me, especially since there's security right here. And this same nurse who told me about the whole, oh, you can't go see your mom in the hospital because, you know, it's COVID risk and this, that, the other, looks at me and goes, hello, welcome back. And I go, now, I don't know if you heard earlier in this video, but I yelled at them, okay? I didn't yell at them, but I was mad with them. And I was like, you're gonna tell me that, like, I can't go see my mom because of COVID, even though all these children are going in the hospital? Anywho, so they know my voice. And I didn't want to be rude and, like, not acknowledge them because mama didn't raise me like that, okay? So, what I did was, because, you know, my jacket's all zipped up, I got my hood on, and I'm walking in, right? And I go, sup? In the deepest voice possible. And let me tell you, they fell for it because your girl walked right on in, and I went to the right where all the hallways were, and I'm still shaking, okay? The cups on my hand are still going like this, okay? So your girl's freaking out still, but I got in, and I'm texting my mama. This is my mama, this is not Linda. I'm texting my mama, and I go, oh my goodness, you'll never believe where I am. And my mama's like, where are you? What do you mean? Blah, blah, blah. I get up to the floor, I walk in the door, I take off my mask, remove my hood, and I go, hey mom, hey Linda, your girl just snuck into a hospital. Mind-blowing story, all right? I told you, okay, literally. So I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I got in. That's it, hard part's over, right? No, no, they played me, no. So I get in and I go to unzip my jacket. And it turns out that Linda, Mary's mom, ordered, like, asked them to bring her, like, medication or something for, like, the pain. Well, earlier in the story, they had told me, I had told you guys that they told me 1 visitor per patient. So when this lady walks in and sees 3 of us, when there's supposed to be 2 of them, red flag. So what I did was, as soon as I got there, I had to hide in the bathroom. Literally. Like, they have, like, the little, like, curtain thing on this side, okay? And so, like, they have, like, the entrance door, the curtain, and then, like, a bathroom door, and then, like, obviously the bathroom, and then the patient is right here with the TV or whatever, right? So Linda and my mom are in front of the bathroom. There's a chair in front of the bathroom, and to the left of the chair is, like, some computer desktop thing. I don't even know. But my mom's stuff is on the chair, because obviously that's her 1 visitor. So then I hear footsteps approaching, and I go, oh my gosh, my mission's not over. I'm not in the clear yet. So I hide in the bathroom, and here's the bathroom wall, and I hide literally right here. And there's, like, the mirror right here, okay? And my mom cracks the door and puts the chair in front of the door. And I'm hiding, right? And I kid you not, it was, like, the most intense thing in the world because my breathing, it felt like, because, like, it's an intense situation, and I'm trying so hard, like, not to move, not to breathe, like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I'm, like, making sure everything's quiet, and I'm trying not to move. Now, mind you, I have my cup, and my ice is melted, so thankfully you couldn't, hear, like, the slushing of the ice, but every time I moved, you could still hear it, like, hit the sides. It was going, once again, it was going, do, 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 do. Just not as drastically, because your girl made it in. So, I'm standing there, and I'm like, okay, breathe, breathe, don't make a noise, blah, blah, blah. But in my head, I'm also thinking, well, the chair is like in the way of the door for her to get in the bathroom. We're good, we're handy, it's all right. So then this lady leaves, and I'm thinking, boom, I made it, la da da. So yes, that is how your girl snuck into a hospital. A1. That A1 plan, God was on my side. Not International Spy Association, like, hit me up, you know, like, your girl's in, I got it. Perry the Platypus has nothing on me. Thank you so much for watching this video. So yes, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Go ahead and subscribe down in the bottom below. Go ahead and comment similar experiences, spy experiences, or just any story time you want to share with me. We're all open up in here. So yes, thank you so much for watching my video. Toodles.